So good afternoon all of you students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. It is check for whether voice is going on.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
So in previous class, let's start. In previous class, we were on the topic the general characteristics of fungi, the definition of fungus, what is the somatic structure, then what are the different types of fungal thylus and fungal tissues, and about the modification of the thylus. So in previous class, you all know about the different terms. What are the basic terms from which fungi has been derived, and the worker first of all Anton von Leeuwenhoek, who worked on study of fungi at that in a very systematic way in a book Nova Plantarum. He first of all, Anton von Leeuwenhoek started systematic study of fungi, and the first authentic book has been written by P.M.I. Kelly. Okay, P.M.I. Kelly, who written a book in 1729, Nova Plantarum Genera, and that book was the basic book at that time, and the researches at that time on basically on fungi was included in that book. So this is the first authentic book on fungi. Okay. So due to that, the Anton von Leeuwenhoek was considered. The PMI has been considered as founder of the science of mycology or father of mycology, and about the different terms related to fungi, you have seen the definition of mycology, then fungi, and diagnostic definition of fungi. Okay, so you all have to know about the diagnostic definition of fungi. Then the structure, about the structure of fungi you have studied. Then you have studied the nutrition. What are the type of nutrition? The fungi have absorptive type nutrition rather than ingestion. Then the absorptive mode of nutrition is associated with the ecological role of fungi as decomposer. Decomposer basically becoming as a saprophytes, saprops, and parasites and mutualistic symbionts. Then Then the fungi have the absorptive nutrition. Basically, the fungus have extensive surface area and rapid growth and adoption. Okay, so due to that, the fungi have absorptive nutrition, and the vegetative body of most of the fungi constructed with tiny filaments called hyphae that forms an interwoven mat. When the hyphae becomes interwoven mat, we call them mycelium. Here is the hyphae and mycelium. You all have seen the septate mycelium as well as semasitic mycelium, semasitic hyphae. Here is the septate mycelium or non-septate mycelium. And in this slide, you all have known about the Haustodia. Haustodia is the modification of the germ tubes, and it is the absorptive part. Absorption has been the mineral nutrients has been absorbed by that Haustodia. Okay. And about reproduction, generally fungi reproduce by means of sexual as well as asexual. These are the different spores, and you learn about the germination of a spores. Spores germinate in getting favorable environmental conditions. After that, they form Haustodia and germ tube, and the germ tube with a due course of time becomes hyphae, and that hyphae when becomes interwoven like network of a spider, then we call them the mycelium. Then you all have known about the life cycle of fungi. First of all, the fungi have both type of reproduction, asexual reproductions and sexual reproduction. But in case of Deuteromycotina, which is also called as fungi perfecti, have only asexual reproduction. And in sexual reproduction, generally three phase has come in fixed time. That is plasmogamy. Plasmogamy is fusion of cytoplasm. Karyogamy is fusion of nuclei, and after that meiosis takes place. This is the typical sexual reproduction cycle. But in case of asexual reproduction, the spores germinate. After that, they form mycelium, and the mycelium due to different sexual methods like budding, like fragmentation, like oidia formations, they fragment, and spores has been produced. So this is the typical asexual reproduction cycle in fungi. Then the nuclei of the fungal hyphae and spores of most species are haploid, except for transient diploid stage that forms during sexual life cycle. Okay. So, however, some mycelia become genetically heterogeneous through the fusion of two hyphae that have genetically different nuclei. Here you can see there is the different type of nuclei, dark and white, and this mycelium is said to be dikaryotic, and one haploid genome may be able to compensate for harmful mutations in the in the other nucleus. So here is the diversity of the fungi. Fungi have basically 5 subdivision: Mastigomycotina, subdivision Zygomycotina, subdivision Ascomycotina, subdivision Basidiomycotina, and subdivision Deuteromycotina. Then you all have know about more than 10 million species of fungi are known, and the mycologists estimate that there are actually about 1.5 million species worldwide are recognized, and the molecular analysis supports the different types of division of fungi into only 5 phyla, or into only 5 phyla. That is Mastigomycotina, Zygomycotina, Ascomycotina, Basidiomycotina, and Deuteromycotina. Come with the Zygomycotina, the zygote fungi form resistant structure during sexual reproduction, and that resistant structure is zygospore, and most of these Zygomycotina group are terrestrial, living in soil or on decaying plant and animal materials. And one Zygomycetes group from mycorrhizae, that is mutualistic association with the root of plants. And Zygomycetes hyphae are cynocytic. There is no any septation with septa found only in reproductive structures. Okay. So here you can see the mold and different type of mildews which fall under Zygomycotina group. Here is the stolon. That structure is known as stolon, and below the root there is the rhizoids, which root-like structures, and the black portion is the sporangium, where the sporangia are formed. Okay, here you can see the sporangia has been liberating from the sporangiospore. So here you can see the life cycle of Rhizopus stolonifer, which is also known as black bread. Here is the reproductive cycle, asexual as well as sexual. You can see here plasmogamy takes place, and after that karyogamy is after the fusion of two different protoplasts. Zygote has been formed. Here is the heterokaryotic stage, 2n stage, and after that karyogamy takes place, and meiosis has been takes place. And after meiosis, the N that is haploid spores has been formed. Okay, and these spores has dispersed by means of air or wind or birds or rainwater, and reach that mycelium into the healthy host, and at that place the mycelium germinate, the spore germinate and form mycelium, and two type of mycelium has been formed: plus mycelium and minus mycelium, due to environmental condition, exotic environmental conditions. Two type of mycelium has been formed, and these two type of mycelium, that is plus mating type mycelium and minus mating type mycelium, has has made with the process gametangial contact, and after that this plasmogamy stage come. Okay, and likewise the cycle has been completed. And in asexual reproduction, sorry, here you can see the spores has been dispersed and germinate and form mycelium. That mycelium has form a young zygosporangium, and that zygosporangium, that is sporangiospore, produces sporangia. Okay, and that is the asexual spore. Okay, so the zygosporangia are resistant to freezing and drying. And when conditions improved, the zygosporangia release haploid spores that colonize new substrate. And some of the zygomycetes, such as Pilobolus, can actually aim their spores. Here you can see the Pilobolus. Again, come with the division Ascomycotina. The Ascomycotina is also known as sac fungi, and the Ascomycotina group produces sexual spores in sac-like structure, which is called as ascus. And the plural of that ascus is asci. And the mycologists have described more than 60,000 species of Ascomycetes or sac fungi. You can see here some of the examples of these sac fungi. And the sac fungi have septate hyphae, and they range in size from unicellular yeast to elaborated cup-like fungi and morels. You can see here the morels, which you can see with your naked eyes. The Ascomycotina, Ascomycetes lives in a variety of marine, freshwater, and terrestrial habits, and some are devastating plant pathogens, and some are important saprops, particularly of harming in plant materials. And about half of the Ascomycetes species live with algae in mutualistic association called as lichen. Okay, and some Ascomycetes form mycorrhizae with plants. Here you can see the mutualistic relations with algae. Okay, so the green portions are the Soredia, that is the spores of algae, and here is the ascocarp of the fungus, and the hyphae of fungus are seen here. This is the electron microscope view. And the defining feature of the Ascomycotina is the production of sexual spores. That sexual spore is ascospores, which are produced in sac-like structure called as ascus or asci. Okay, and in many species of spore-forming asci are collected into macroscopic fruiting bodies as ascocarp. Here you can see the ascocarp. And the examples of ascocarp includes the edible parts of tuffles and the morels. The morels are edible. And here is the sexual reproduction as well as asexual reproduction in Zygomycotina. In same way, the sexual reproduction has been takes place, and in sexual reproduction, here you can see the conidia, and that conidia is formed on conidiophore, and mm, uh, uh, womb and breast cycle, uh, the conidiophores has been brushed, and in that conidiospores has been released. Conidiospores, you can also say conidia. Okay, so that was blown with air, or air current, or wind, or you can say rainwater, and reaches to the healthy host, and uh, at that host they can completed its sexual cycle as well as asexual cycle both. So the Ascomycetes reproduce asexually by producing enormous number of asexual spores, which are usually dispersed by wind. Here you can see the conidia. Here is the conidia, and that portion is conidiophore. And these naked spores or conidia develop into long chain or cluster like a structure. The tip of that specialized hyphae was called as conidiophores. Conidiophores. That is the that uh, that that whole portion is conidiophore, and on conidiophores the conidia has been developed. This is this same sexual reproduction as well as asexual reproduction. This is the escocar. This is the escocar, and that is the escus. That is the escus. Here you can also see the escus, and in escus, in one escus generally 8 escospores are there. You can remember that in one escus there are generally 8 escospores are there. So you can remember. So yeast is the example of that, and this is the unicellular fungi inhabit liquid or moist habitat, and they including residing in plant sap and animal tissues also. And yeast reproduce asexually by simple cell division. Here you can see this simply cell division. And yeast is a single cell produced daughter cell either by budding or by binary fission. Here is the binary fission process. Again come on the division Basidiomycotina, and that Basidiomycotina is known as club fungi, and they have long-lived dikaryotic mycelium, and approximately 25,000 species are coming with Basidiomycotina, and in this Basidiomycotina, mushroom, cell fungi, and puffball, rust are some of the examples are included in that Basidiomycotina. And you can see here the fungal body structure, and this is the typical body structure of mushroom. Okay. So the top portion is known as cap, and below that that was known as gill or pores. Here you can see the gills, Here is also the gills, and the stem-like structure is known as ring and stykes. Okay, and the root-like structure is known as volva. Okay, so here you can also see the uh, the here you can also see the gill, the lower portion of that cap, and the name of phylum is derived from the Basidium, that is the transient diploid stage, and the Basidiomycetes are important decomposer of wood and other plant materials. As you can know that the mushrooms are also derive their nutrients from decomposing the straw. Okay, that is the organic product, and decomposing with that straw, they can obtain their nutrition from that. Of all fungi, these are the best at decomposing with complex polymer like lignin, and that is found in abundant portion in the organic materials like wood. Here you can see the Basidia. Okay, and here is the Basidium, and from that Basidiospores has been produced. And you can see here the life cycle of that club fungi usually includes a long-lived dikaryotic mycelium phase, and here is the sexual stage. You can start from here. Here the Basidiospores are there. The Basidiospores are disperse and germinate and produces two type of haploid mycelium, that is minus mycelium, the green one, the minus mating type mycelium and the plus mating type mycelium, and after that plasmogamy has been takes place, and due to the result of that plasmogamy, dikaryotic mycelium has been produced, and here you can see the that was changed into the basidiocarp, that is the dikaryotic phase, and again the Basidia has been formed, and that Basidia again the karyogamy has been takes place, and diploid nucleus has been formed, and that diploid nucleus due to the meiotic cycle again haploid nucleus has been formed in the Basidium, generally 4 Basidium. Okay, and that Basidium liberate the Basidiospores, and cycle has been going on. So this is the same cycle. Karyogamy is going on, and you can see here by concentration in growth in the hyphae of the mushrooms, a Basidiomycetes mycelium can erect basidiocarp in just a few hours. Here you can see in a ring of mushroom may be appear only in overnight. You can see here the mycelia in soil may be extremely large, but only detectable by the reproductive organ that they grow around above the ground. this type of structure has been formed in nature, and the structure is known as fairy ring of mushroom that was produced by single mycelium in this soil. You can see the distinction between the ascocarp and the basidio, the zygocarp. Okay, the zygomycetes. And coming with the phylum Deuteromycotina, that is known as fungi imperfecti, and in this group the spores have an unknown sexual stage, and they are only terrestrial, only found in land. Many are probably as ascomycetes since they form conidia, and other are zygomycetes or basidiomycetes that have lost sexual reproduction cycle. Example of that Deuteromycotina is Penicillium. This might also be come with ascomycetes like Aspergillus. Here you can see the fungi imperfecti, that is Deuteromycotina, and some species of Deuteromycetes are predatory fungi that live in the soil and in nature, and also capture the animals such as nematodes, that is roundworm in a loop of hyphae. You can distinguish between the ascomycetes, the spores of or the different structure from Ascomycotina, Basidiomycotina, Deuteromycotina, and Zygomycotina. Here you can see the asexual spores of Ascomycotina is Conidia. The asexual spores in Basidiomycota, that is club fungi, is also Conidia. In Deuteromycotina, the imperfect fungi, the asexual spores are Conidia, and in Zygomycetes, that is common in that is common mode, the asexual spore is Sporangia, and the sexual spores of Ascomycotina is ascospores, that is produced in sac-like structure, and the sexual spores of Basidiomycotina is basidiospores, which are produced in basidium, that is club-like structure. And in Deuteromycotina, that is fungi imperfecti, no any sexual spores has been produced, and no any sexual phase are known. Okay, and the sexual spores of Zygomycetes are the zygospore, which are formed with the conjugation, that is the fusion of two nuclei from different mating structure. The examples of that Zygomycetes is Rhizopus, and the examples of Ascomycotina, that is sac fungi, is crop fungi, is mildews. The examples of Basidiomycotina is mushrooms, puffballs, cell fungi, rust, and the examples of Deuteromycotina is Penicillium, ringworm, athlete's foot, fungi, etc. Here is the mycorrhizal association. You can see there are two types of mycorrhizal association: ectomycorrhizal association and endomycorrhizal association. And the extension of the fungal mycelium from the mycorrhizae generally, mycorrhizae greatly increase the absorptive surface of the plant roots. Here you can also see, and some fungi are pathogens. About 30% of the known species of fungi are parasites, mostly on or in the plants. and invasive ascomycetes have had drastic effect on forestry such as American elm and American chestnut trees, and in the northeast, which are found in northeastern United States, and other fungi such as rust and ergot, which infects the grain of the different crops, causing tremendous economic losses each year in worldwide adoption. And the consumption of the foods contaminated with ergot. Here you can see the ergot caused by Clavice purpurea. Mm, uh, the consumption of food contaminated with ergot and ergot derivatives may cause vomiting, diarrhea, and hallucinations. That is, जैसे उसको बोलते हैं चक्कर आना माथा में, तो हेड में, हेड हैज बीन मूविंग और hallucinations. And some fungi that attack food crops produces compounds that are harmful to the humans, like in molds, that is aspergillus, can contaminate improperly stored grains and peanuts with production of aflatoxins, which are carcinogenic. And the other examples are poisonous produced by poison produced by Ascomycetes claviceps purpurea, which can cause nervous spasm and burning sensations, hallucinations, and temporary insanity when infected rye is milled into flour and consumes. On the other hand, some toxins extracted from those fungi have the medicinal uses when administered at weak doses. And some of the fungi are commercially important. In addition to the benefits that we receive from fungi in their role as decomposer and recycler of organic matters, we use fungi in a number of other ways. The most people have eaten mushrooms, the fruiting bodies of Basidiocarbs, of subterranean fungi, and the fruiting bodies of certain mycorrhizal ascomycetes like top balls are also eaten, and very costly by gourmets for their complex flavor. And the distinctive flavors of certain cheese come from the fungi which are used to ripen these. And some of the ascomycetes like mold, ascomycetes mold like aspergillus is used to produce citric acid for colas. That is the Agaricus biosporus, the button mushroom. And the yeast are even more important in food production. Yeast are used in baking, brewing, and wine making also. The contribution they contributing the medicinal value. Some of the fungi produces antibiotics used for treatment of the bacterial diseases. And in fact, the first antibiotic discovered by penicillin, made by the common mold, the penicillium only. That is all about the today's class. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And we posted the portion of meter in APP 101 group. Okay. And what are the type of pattern? So you can see the portion and be prepared with the meter, and I have also given the pattern. Okay, so on that pattern the question has been asked, and you must write the answer, the only answer in your copy. Okay, A4 size black blank A4 size blank paper. Okay. So any query, any doubt in today's class or the portion which are sent on APP group? Anyone?
Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Bolo.
Sir, types of diseases are sporadic, pandemic, endemic, epidemic.
क्या बोले?
Types of diseases.
आवाज तुम्हारा नहीं सुन पा रहे हैं बाबू। ठीक
Sir,
से बोलो।
types of diseases का बोल रहे हैं।
Types of
The types of diseases एक बार रिवीजन करा देते सर, बोला डाउट था उसमें।
टाइप्स ऑफ क्या मतलब आज के क्लास से बोल रहे हो?
सर बोले ना सर, पहले वाला लेक्चर्स का भी कुछ हो तो उसी पे बोल रहे थे, टाइप्स ऑफ डिजीजेस के बारे में।
टाइप्स ऑफ
डिजीजेस।
हाँ बोलो बोलो।
सर स्पोरेडिक, पैंडेमिक, एपिडेमिक और एंडेमिक में जो था डिफरेंसेस, सर ये क्लियर नहीं है थोड़ा।
अच्छा जा पिछले क्लास का देखो। एपिडेमिक क्या है ना, एपिडेमिक तुम एपिडेमिक और क्या बोल रहे हो? इंडेमिक। तो एपिडेमिक क्या है ना कि किसी पार्ट में कभी कभी होगा, ठीक है, बट when they occur they causes severe losses. Okay, not in regular interval. उसमें नोट्स में देखो क्या लिखा हुआ है, तब हमसे पूछो नोट्स में क्या लिखा हुआ है, पूछो।
सर उस पे डाउट ये था कि अगर मान लीजिए कोई डिजीज पैंडेमिक है तो वो
हाँ।
ओवर टाइम एपिडेमिक बन जाता है, उसके बाद स्पोरेडिक भी तो हो सकता है कोई लोकेशन में, तो ये स्ट्रिक्ट बाउंड्री ऐसा है क्या?
हाँ, ये ऐसा हो सकता है बिकॉज द environmental conditions are changing. Okay, the climatic conditions are changing. Okay, so in that way you can see some diseases which are very minor importance in suppose 10 year backs, but nowadays that disease are becoming as a major threat. Okay, and the major disease at that time was nowadays becoming a minor disease. So that was occurred, that may be good. Okay, वो हो सकता है।
Okay,
जो पैंडेमिक डिजीज है वो एपिडेमिक हो सकता है, ये इन्वायरमेंटल कंडीशंस के ऊपर में है पूरा डिपेंड। ठीक है ना, क्योंकि जो नीलगिरीज में जो वाट डिजीज पोटैटो का होता था तो वो अब सिर्फ नीलगिरीज में नहीं रह गया, वो वाट डिजीज कहीं भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि इन्वायरमेंटल कंडीशंस आर चेंजिंग। अब नीलगिरी के जैसा इन्वायरमेंटल कंडीशंस अगर देश के अंदर में या कहीं भी उस तरह का फेवरेबल कंडीशंस हो जाएगा इन period of potato cultivations, then that disease may be occur. ठीक है ना, due to climatic conditions the epidemic may be pandemic. Okay, the pandemic may be epidemic. ये सब हो सकता है, उल्टा पुल्टा सब हो सकता है, ये पूरा ना डिपेंड करता है एनवायरनमेंट के ऊपर में। ठीक है ना, लेकिन अगर एग्जाम में जो आएगा
ओके सर।
हाँ, और कोई पूछो। क्वेश्चन सब ठीक है, क्वेश्चन में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। वो जो क्लियर कट लिखा हुआ है कि जो कोर्स ब्रेकअप हम डाले हैं, उस कोर्स ब्रेकअप का सीरियल नंबर, एक साइड में सीरियल नंबर है और उस सीरियल नंबर में क्या है, ठीक है। तो उस हिसाब से कर लेना। और बेसिकली हमको लगता है कि क्या क्या है, हम बताते हैं। ये हाँ, ये टॉपिक 1, ये टॉपिक 1 है, इंट्रोडक्शन इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ प्लांट डिजीज। ये पहला क्लास का था। फिर स्कोप और ऑब्जेक्टिव है। हिस्ट्री का ना हम नोट्स अभी डाले हैं ग्रुप में, सबको नोट डाउनलोड कर लेना। और टर्म्स एंड कंसेप्ट्स का इसका नोट्स है यूनिवर्सिटी के साइट पे। काउजेज एंड क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ प्लांट डिजीज इसका भी है। और बैक्टीरिया मॉलिक्यूल्स का और द बेसिक मेथड्स ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन एंड इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ बैक्टीरिया एंड मॉलिक्यूल्स, ये सारे का नोट्स अवेलेबल है यूनिवर्सिटी के साइट पे। और फिर से चेक कर लेना, तो अगर कोई नोट्स यूनिवर्सिटी के साइट पे नहीं होगा तो फिर हमको बताना, उसको हम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में डलवा देंगे। ठीक है,
ओके यस सर।
ठीक है, ठीक है, थैंक यू।